Watching the Thunder game from afar on Wednesday, just how proud were you of the girls to get through to their first finals day?
Well, you say I was watching it. We were actually playing a 2-day game, and Emma Lamb was fielding at fine leg, and I was at slip, and she kept shouting scores on. She's like, "Crossy, Crossy, 3 down, 4 down, 6 down." So there was a lot of Thunder excitement on the pitch that day. But I think with it being such a must-win game against our rivals, it made it a little bit more special, and obviously got us through to finals day, which is something that Thunder haven't done before. So yeah, not being able to be a part of it was devastating, but equally just so pleased for the girls, especially after the start to the season that we've had.
Just a word on Ellie as captain. I saw a tweet the other day saying she's not missed a Thunder game since the KSL days. Just how important and how influential has she been, particularly this year, but also over the last few years as well?
No, she's been great. I mean, she's still such a youngster. I think she's still only 24. And to be leading a group, it's quite a daunting challenge. And she came in last season and she wanted to be really clear on how we use our language around the group, and moving away from we all love playing cricket and we're here to enjoy ourselves and play with our mates, to winning and having a winning culture. And obviously with the start to the season, that could have really made her doubt herself as a leader. But she's really stuck to her guns. I think her captaincy is improving every single game. She's been so ruthless now with how to win games of cricket, how to use her England players when they come back, because obviously it's quite difficult to have us chopping and changing in the squad. But yeah, I think as she keeps developing that role, she's going to be such a huge part of this club and the success of it moving forward as well.
Just looking ahead to finals day, ECB have made Sophie and Lammy available, but not yourself. Presumably that's a decision you've made with the ECB with Ashes in mind over the next few weeks.
Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one for me because I've been coming back from an illness which has actually really affected my preparation leading into an international summer. So I think if that hadn't happened, then there probably wouldn't have been any questions asked about Saturday. So yeah, I actually did get told that I could play, and then I got pulled out of it, which was, I think, a little bit harder because I got the excitement and had planned how I was going to get to Worcester, etc. So I think obviously it's great that Sophie and Emma can go back and play, and especially Lammy. She's played a lot of cricket for Thunder this year. She's been a big part of that success. So I'm really pleased that she gets to go back, and she's off the back of 197 in a warm-up game. So she's in some decent form, which hopefully she'll take into Saturday. But yeah, I think it's the probably bittersweetness for me that as a 31-year-old, you don't know how many finals days you're going to get. So not being able to be part of it is upsetting, but I'll be supporting the girls, obviously.
And how much would it mean to you, but also all the girls? You know, if Thunder could go on and win a trophy, which, you know, we've only been going for 3 years as a professional team, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, honestly, it would be amazing. It would be the icing on the cake, and I think it would be made more special by the start to the season. And obviously, no one other than the players and the coaches were in that dressing room, but there was just zero confidence. And to see the turnaround in 2 weeks from afar and also being a part of a couple of games has just been incredible to see. And that is, I think, what reminds me why I play sport and why I play a team sport, because everyone had each other's back. And Craig White actually probably made the difference with us. He said a comment after we'd lost another game, probably our 5th on the bounce actually. He said a comment that this is the time to stick together as a team. And I think that really emulated what we're about and our team cultures. We've obviously had the dressing room rebranded to fit Thunder and to fit our values, and you know, we see them every day now when we come into training, and I think that's been a huge part of it as well, because we've really reminded ourselves how we want to be as a group and how we want to treat each other, and almost the cricket took care of itself after that.
Touching on it there a little bit in terms of what the club has done over the last couple of years, we touched on the changing rooms and pre-season tours to Mumbai and Dubai. How important has it been for women's cricket and the development of Thunder as a side as well?
It's instrumental, because unless someone does it and takes that step forward to move the game and move the professionalisation, then it's not going to happen. And Lancashire, I feel like, have really set the tone of how it should look, and it actually can make other regions look quite behind, I think, in how they treat the women. So I'm always so proud to say that I play for Lancashire and part of this club, and that's been something that has been a huge part of my career, from being a 15-year-old first accepted into the academy, Without that moment, I don't think I'd be a professional cricketer. So it's been working behind the scenes for a long time now, but I think very outwardly Lancashire are leading the way, and that's something that we can all be so proud of. And I know a lot goes on behind the scenes, but it feels like the club wants to do that. It's not just doing it because it's a tick box exercise. It's doing it because it wants to support women's sport, women's cricket, support the girls, and ultimately give girls the opportunity to have an incredible career as female cricketers.
And just for the girls playing tomorrow, what would be your message to them?
I've sent so many messages in the WhatsApp group already, but I think we play our best when we enjoy ourselves and go out there and express what we can do. All that hard work that was been done over the winter, now's the time to go and show it off. And a finals day, anything could happen. So they'll be absolutely fine. They've been fine for a couple of weeks now. They're really enjoying themselves, and I think that's the main thing. Just embrace the day and go out, and if they can come home with Lottie, then unbelievable. I did say at the start of the year that Lottie's coming to Old Trafford, so fingers crossed.